Just a few downloads as I'm shuffling for Scorpio. One, the moon is waxing currently. Okay, I forget what sign it was in, but the moon is currently waxing. And when the moon is waxing, in brief, this is just about rebuilding. We just had a new moon. Some of the messages that I did prior for the lunar messages were based off of a new moon. That new moon was in Cancer. I believe the moon is in Aquarius at this time. And so the waxing moon is basically about rebuilding and grief. And so this is about, one, the new moon, you're setting new intentions, and then the rebuilding phase with the waxing crescent moon. This is rebuilding, okay? Three of Pentacles energy. All right, so this is you kind of getting yourself together for the new year, or just getting yourself together in general. When we rebuild, that would insinuate that something was brought down, correct? So this essentially is like a tower. The new moon that was a few days ago was like a tower. And Scorpio, y'all know everything. You know all about rebuilding. You know all about it. So this to me is essentially what's going on. Emotionally, you guys may be in like, yeah, sure, that's your energy, rebuilding, towers, things like that, endings, rebirth. But that doesn't mean you guys handle it like it's nothing. Of course, you guys have emotions. You're a water sign. They say you're feminine, but I really feel like you're a masculine sign. But I digress. So at this time, I do feel like you are tapping into masculine energy. Okay. I'm hearing something about Mars, obviously. I just kind of feel like you may just be like detached from emotions, not really trying to think too deeply about certain things, because there's almost like an energy of like, I don't know, like thinking yourself out of something. This is kind of like an energy of like not necessarily going with the flow, but more so just doing doing whatever it is that you, intentions that you set forth, doing whatever it is that you said you were going to do, like even if you don't fucking feel like it. And that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting. Like even if you don't fucking feel like it, you're just going essentially with the flow, but that's your new routine, or that is what you're doing. You're in rebuild mode. So when you rebuild, I mean, you know this, Scorpio, it's just, you're going to have, I'm hearing grit. Don't have time, Three of Pentacles, to be in Three of Cups. All right, because then that'll lead to Four of Cups, right? You're not happy, you're not satisfied. It's just not going the way that you want it to. I just feel like you are not necessarily in your bag at this time, okay? It's like you came up with a master plan with that new moon, and now you're executing on it. We have the Six of Swords here in the reverse. So like I was saying, how the thoughts, the Six of Swords is all about maturity mentally, right? When we change our minds, that changes our perspective, and that perspective always changes our reality. And so with the Six of Swords, like I was saying, you're not really in an energy where you're thinking too deeply about something, because then that's when those emotions come up out of the dark depths of, you know, come up out of nowhere. And now you got to deal with that. So I kind of feel like you're taking on like an air sign type of vibe, where you're not really in the emotional state right now. Like you're not thinking too deeply. Like, you know, you put your plan together deep, right? But you're not adhering to, like, you're not allowing your mind to get into your feels. That's basically the vibe, okay? Yeah, we have the Six of Wands in the reverse, okay? Like Sally Sosa, she's a rapper. What she said, ain't no money inside my feelings. And this is kind of the energy I'm getting. I feel like, Scorpio, you guys have undergone, obviously, changes. We're getting ready to tap into a new year. But I know the new year is like at a later time, depending on what system you follow. I digress. But it's just kind of like getting shit done, like fuck how you feel type of energy. It reminds me, it's not necessarily fight or flight, but it could be for some people. I'm not going to act like, you know, life is great all the time. Okay. But the Six of Wands is all about, and it's crazy, you have two sixes out. So you have the Six of Swords reverse with the Six of Wands reverse. Like, it reminds me of Lil Baby. He's a rapper, and he was saying like something along the lines of, in his lyrics, he was just like, going broke just isn't in my thoughts. So it's just kind of like, you're just not allowing anything to kind of get in your, like, I just feel like you've detached, and I feel like that's necessary for a rebuilding. Like, you just don't have time at all. Yeah, you have the Strength card coming out in the reverse. So this really, to me, is like, you just don't have time to be in your feelings, like, at all. And what is time? Time isn't real, but we all have our internal time. Like, you know, I just feel like you're taking, time isn't real, but I do feel like you're adhering to time, if that makes fucking sense. Like at least holding yourself accountable type of vibe. Some of you also, I'm picking up, I don't know, some of you guys have ADHD or untreated ADHD. And that's another thing I'm picking up on here as well. But this to me also is kind of like, it's giving discipline vibes as well. Like a lot of times, you know, some people act like they work out, but you can tell who's really doing it or who's just kind of doing it because it's socially cool these days. Like, you know, the workout shit, the clothes, and you're just going to the gym just to be seen, basically. You can tell who's really there and who's really disciplined. Like, working out to me has essentially helped me become disciplined mentally. Also reading, our mind is a muscle. And this to me is just kind of giving me that vibe where, especially with the strength card reverse, that would indicate weakness if the strength card upright is about strength. So this is weakness. Six of Wands is about achievements, acknowledgement, being admired, known, loved. This could even be on a grander scale, but take it as it resonates. That's reverse. So there's that. And then you have the Six of Swords, which to me is about your mentality. And I feel like our bodies can endure a lot of shit as long as our mindsets are there. Like, I don't know about y'all. I don't know why I'm getting a fitness type of vibe, but take it as it resonates in your own life. But it's just kind of like there's so many times, even now, I'm rebuilding. Like, I used to be a bodybuilder. And I remember being in the gym 2 times a day, 3 hours each time. Like, it was very serious for me, but it was very therapeutic. But it didn't matter if I didn't have a car. It didn't matter if it was snowing, raining. Like, I made it a point to get to the fucking gym. Like, it didn't matter. And I didn't just get to the gym and not do shit. I really put in a lot of fucking work. So it didn't matter. I remember crying on the Stairmaster, cramps on my cycle, and I'm just cramping up so bad. But I'm like on the Stairmaster still fucking crying, like in pain. But my mind was like, no, bitch, keep fucking going. Like, and I was very close to accomplishing my goal at that time. But that's kind of the energy where it's like you're tired of, or maybe you're not, but you may be taking stock into like all the things that you've put, because you have Taurus as your hidden, like Taurus is like kind of underlying, like you have Taurus qualities. Taurus can stand this, like they can outstand anything really once they get warmed up. This is also hidden talent energy, but basically I say all that to say, I don't even remember anymore. That's annoying. Oh, I'm sorry. That's what it was. Because Taurus is actually the builder of the zodiac. So you have that internally. Okay. Depending on wherever your Scorpio placements are, you still have Taurus energy lingering around. All right. And this is just, Scorpio is a hardcore sign in and of itself, but Taurus is hardcore as well, period. All right. So this is just like an energy of like, you're always going to break down things and rebuild them back up. You're always going to take things apart and refix them or whatever. You're always going to have a death and rebirth. You're always going to be changing. You're never going to be this, like Scorpios, you guys will never be the same person that you were even last week. But this is an energy where whatever it is that you're rebuilding at this time, it's like for life. Like this is lifelong. It's kind of like an energy where you finally made decisions, or you're feeling this way, or I don't know, maybe you're not. This is what I'm getting. It's just kind of like you've made a decision. You set your new intentions, new moon energy, new year energy. And this is just what it is. Like this is not something, whatever it is you're rebuilding right now is not something that you're going to be tearing down. And that's basically, I say all that to say that's what it is. King of Wands is coming out, Aries energy. So this King of Wands, you don't get to king or queen status without kind of sticking something out. There's, of course, rare cases where people just kind of overnight, they became, you know, whatever. But this right here is that strategy, okay? Whatever it is that you're building on, whatever intentions you set. You see this king writing down things, bars, and this is fire energy. Like King of Wands is damn near Empress status, right? So it's just kind of like I got one more battle, or I got one more thing to do. And this is, I don't know why I'm getting next Friday vibes, and this shit is over. Like, I don't know. Exactly, Seven of Swords. This shit is over. Like, say another motherfucking word. I'm sorry. Say another. Ooh, it's over. It's over, bitch. And that's how I'm feeling with you at this time. It's like the shit is over. Like, in terms of it's over. Whatever it is you're specifically building up right now. And it could be multiple things. This is for the long haul. All right. And it's just like a motherfucker's not going to be able to say another motherfucking word. Like, that's really what it is. So exactly, Two of Cups to me is everyone. All right, this is the collective to me. I do not take the Two of Cups serious. You can be driving down the street and you know somebody has the same car as you, y'all honk, whatever. You just created a Two of Cups situation. Like, to me, that's like a little bonding, a little like I relate, I sympathize and empathize with you. You can do that anyone, just like, I'm sorry to say it, but like just like you can get, anybody can get wet, anybody can get hard. That's what the Two of Cups is to me. Like, not to say Two of Cups ain't shit, but I just, if we're talking seriousness, okay, people in your corner, your circle, you want people who are supposed to be there. And when you're supposed to be there, that would be the Lover's card. That's how I interpret it, and that's just what it is. What's up? Okay, so this is essentially what I'm getting here. This is, you're in King of Wands energy, straight Leo energy. Like, you're coming up with a master plan. You're putting people, places, and things in their goddamn place. You get what I'm saying? You know what the fuck I mean? It's like you're finding a purpose for everyone, and it's so wild this will come out. Because even before I did your reading, Scorpio, I'm currently reading the 33 Strategies of War by Robert Greene. I love him. And this is it's kind of giving me that vibe here. Like, you know, it's kind of like the shit you've gone through, built up, broke down, built back up, broke back down, built up right now. It's not coming back down. Bars. You know what the fuck I mean? Two of Wands energy, bruh. Two of Wands is planning, and that's that execution. You know, like after the Two of Wands, especially if it's successful, I'm also hearing the quote, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Let me run that back. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. This is not the energy here. King of Wands with the Two of Wands. I'm also hearing, it came out of nowhere, diamonds are forever, forever, forever. Diamond, ooh, Lovers. We just talked about it. Now I'm gonna put it back because I don't know if it was upright or reverse, but we see the Lovers card, and we were just talking about the Lovers card. Ace of Truth, Ace of Swords moment. I speak no lies here. So this is kind of what I'm getting for you, Scorpio. Yeah, that's really what I'm getting. Eight of Cups, like this is not something you're going to have to walk away from, re-find yourself, recreate yourself, soul search, and then do it again. Nah, like it's over. Like, this is what you're building up right now is not being brought down. Bars. At all. At all. Yep, look, Sun card. At all. At all. King of Pentacles reverse. That's Taurus energy. This is not something that you're going to have to break the fuck down. This is what you're going after, and this is just what it is. What's up? If you said you're starting a diet, it's not even a diet, because this is going to be forever. You know what I'm saying? Cardi B vibes. If we got beef, we beefing forever. This is forever. It's just, that's just what I'm getting for you, Scorpio. Like, straight up. And I put respect. It is what it is. Two of Cups energy. I do put some respect on the tropical chart. I know most of you follow tropical astrology. That's a different discussion for another day. But I say all that to say, because I follow Vedic only. In Vedic astrology, I'm a Libra rising, but it's at the 29th degree. I'm damn near, is Scorpio even, I'm teetering into Scorpio rising energy just in Vedic. But in in tropical astrology, I'm a straight up Scorpio. Scorpio rising, and I have three, I think, what is it called? When you have three or more planets, three or more, whoa there. It's not a conjunction. It is a stellium. Thank you. That's kind of what I say all that to say, like, I know this energy, Scorpio, like, and I'm on that type time. Like, this is like a life thing. This is a forever thing. Like, this, I don't know, for some of you are touching your 30s. Like, and I keep saying the past couple of days, like, I can't wait to get into my 30s, because the 20s is just strictly trial and error. And then them trials and errors, what comes up is definitely going down, you know? And I'm tired of that shit. Like, I want my shit to be, you know, stable. That's kind of the vibe. So whatever this is, Scorpio, in your life, okay, you're gunning for it to be stable. And this is definitely that foundational aspect. Like you're making sure, and you have, and or you will, and you are making sure your ground is very, like, it's not coming down. Whatever this is, I promise you, it's not. Maybe other things in your life are going to change, but whatever it is you're gunning for right now, it's not coming down. It's not changing. It's not going anywhere. It's unmovable. It's unfuckwittable. It's unattainable. Whatever this is, Scorpio, okay? Exactly. It says new moon, a new start is coming. And I just was at the gym. We don't need to talk about my lace. All right. I'm just now, you know, showing you on my face. Bars. Bars. You guys, these are my lunar messages, moon messages, hidden subconscious messages that I offer on Patreon. But something just told me to post this. All right. As always, I always get that nudge. Post this one, sis. But come see me on Patreon, you guys. All right. I finally have a plan for how I'm about to be running this YouTube and Patreon shit. There will be no more messages slipping through the cracks because you guys ain't respecting that. Bars. But no, in turn, like, y'all just know, oh, she's gonna post something. I don't need to go to Patreon, but you do. All right, exactly. It says surrender your belief in scarcity. So the universe is asking you to open the infinite nature of abundance in this way. Infinite, emphasis on infinite, never ending, right? You're not planning to fail, or you're not failing to plan. None of that is happening at this time. In this way, you can remove blocks in your life and succeed beyond your wildest dreams. And then again, the moon messages, the oracle, legit. We got a new moon, period. So whatever intentions you done set past couple days, like any type of energy change, any type of mental clarity, any type of motivation, inspiration, you're acting upon that right now. And it's not stopping. Like there's no more stop and go. There's no more building this up and then leaving it where it's at. It's kind of giving Aries energy a little bit, starting some shit and never finishing it, like straight up. So for me personally, I'm making a decision. I'm going back to school. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'm going back to school. Another decision I made, tarot and astrology is my life. And so this is now going to be incorporated into my life for real, like time management skills to ensure this happens. Working out. I told you I was a bodybuilder, got a divorce. And I haven't been the same since in terms of being consistent in the gym and my diet. That shit is a done dollar. Like I'm on it right now. I'm on it. Keeping my circle small as always. I can't even form a circle. So there's that. But that's I finally have accepted this. So I don't feel like I've accepted that. Relationships, I don't really think that's for me. And so now I'm starting to, I have built my life, or I'm thinking that way, on how my life is going to go without a person. Children, I finally decided it's just not in my deck of cards. It's not going to be happening for me in this lifetime. And so I'm accepting that. And so now I can move on to other things. It's like cement. It's like solidifying some shit to where those things that I just mentioned, just for me personally, I'm not changing this. Like there's no me working out and then I fall off. That's basically what it is. You're not falling off anymore. And again, this could just be in one area of your life or all of them. It just depends on your personal chart and energy, but that's basically the gist that I have. These are on Patreon. I do not post these ones, but this one I do feel like everyone taps into 8th house energy, especially with changes. Like especially with 8th house energy, everyone deals with changes, even if you're not a Scorpio. And that's another thing y'all need to kind of open up your minds about. Like, even if you're not this sign, you still use this energy somehow, some way, or it's being exerted onto you. So anyone who listens to tarot, anyone who's into astrology, it would definitely behoove you to listen to all the signs, because it's like getting a different screenshot of a situation. Or a different perspective for that matter, and or that may just be for me and how I read. I don't know. Bars. All right, so this is what I have for Scorpio. These are the lunar messages. I'm posting this one on YouTube, but these are not something I'm going to be doing moving forward. And I'm even talking to my ancestors about that as well. Like, I'm not about to keep posting free game, and I'm not saying that to make y'all feel any type of way, but it just is what it is.